Alright, welcome back. We're going to start this first beer review from Vortex Alley for the Bountiful Harvest. A friend of mine, David, I'm sure I might as well say his last name, David Thomas, met up with him on Saturday, and he gave me 8 beers from Vortex Alley. So we're going to start with this one because after watching some videos on YouTube, Mark Spalding came up with this beer back in '99 based off of the Kugel's honey wheat, because he really liked that beer, and hey, I like Kugel's, but to the point where you realize that all the Kugels start tasting alike. Anyway, he liked the honey wheat, but it was a seasonal beer, so he started doing this. And actually, this is interesting because it's like it's 8%, so that sounds pretty damn interesting. Show you what the can looks like. Anyway, David tossed me beers, and he's like, "Hey, be brutally honest, do what you do." So just finished doing a terrible prairie beer and partaking in some of the legal things you can have in Oklahoma. So we're going to start off with this. It does say 7.9%, 28 IBUs, 87 check-ins on Untapped. So Mark, this is out to you since this is your baby from back in '99. Vortex Alley's out of Ponca City. I left the hat in there, completely forgot about the hat. But we're going to get into this. Vortex Alley really wants you to come to the brewery. They want you to know exactly where they're at. Every chance they get, they're going to tell you they're in Ponca City. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's nothing that beats getting a beer on tap at a brewery compared to getting in a distribution. It's always better fresh. Speaking of, this might have had, I think all their 4-packs come with the like one of those little stickers on top that tells you when it was canned. So no clue when it was canned. I'm guessing it's no more than a couple months old though. Sweet. It was really fruit forward up front. It was like sort of strawberry, but now that's kind of going away, and now I'm kind of getting the grain. Does still smell kind of fruity. Really smooth. There was nothing in the details. It just says honey wheat. There's a wasp. Hey, what you doing, bud? Don't sting me. Don't sting me, bro. That's one thing that really gets me is if I go to Untapped, I want to see something different on the details. I just don't want to see it as it says honey wheat. Talk about how it was introduced and so forth. That's just a little pick because I have to actually read these, because you know what, this isn't just about me. I might like a beer, but these 14,000 other people that might be drinking this beer as well might hate it. So cheers. That's got to be one of the smoothest beers, like mouthfeel, creamy, very creamy. Like right off the bat. Like you can feel it hitting your lips, but it just rolls off. It's not, sometimes you'll get like carbonation, tingle, whatever on your lips. Nothing like that. Take a... I don't know. It's like mineral water that's not carbonated. It's like, it has a really soft feel to it. All right, let's read some written reviews here. Nobody's really saying much. This person gave it a 2. So if you see Ben R going to the brewery, I'm not gonna say that's a man. I don't assume genders here. Kick him in his dick. That's what we probably need to do. He's probably like a disgruntled packaging employee. Ben, we fired you because you were packing one case and then packing a case into your trunk. Sorry, bud. Larceny's a thing. Off flavors. Nate, couldn't tell you, bud. You had it on draft. Are you serious? Nobody's really saying much at all. Smooth, real smooth. I totally agree with that. Smooth as silk. Great subtle honey notes. And I haven't read these before. It is a little sticky on the lips. So I'm glad you actually put enough honey in it for the flavor and, you know, kind of lingering after effects. 8% wheat. Yeah, I don't... Maybe like Hop Slam or something like that. I think that's a wheat IPA. I think that's probably like... This probably has to be one of like the strongest wheat beers I've had. Great flavor, not overpowering. Wait a second, 8%. Wow, that's smooth. It's just nuts. If you want a wreck you quick beer that you could chug to them on the way to work, this is right up your alley. Vortex alley, that is. That's what you should like Vortex alley. Get drunk in the alley. That doesn't sound good. Yeah, don't do that. It's like back alley gun range. Come get your guns at the back alley. Wait, what? No, I don't want to do that. Honey with a side of honey. I read one more. Sweet far beyond what a wheat ale should be. Almost 9%. No, it's 8%. This is a very dangerous brew. A very sweet wheat brew. Tasty but rich. Yeah. It is kind of filling. Not a bad way. It definitely kicks the shit out of Leinenkugels, I'll say that. Not sure if there's any crickets and grasshoppers at the bottom. Nah. It's fairly filtered. I'm not seeing anything floating. It's just a little hazy. I done angered something. I got stung on camera. Yeah, smooth. I could tell it's a wheat because it's nothing. It doesn't have that nasty grain note like it was just straight shucked from some corn. It kind of has a little bready, a little toasty bread to it with a honey after finish. So if you're going for a Leinenkugel beer or flavor, you failed at that in a good way. Real good beer. I'm not sure what they're running on their 4-packs, depending on, I'm sure, which 4-pack it is. I'll tell you their address. 220 East Central Avenue, 74601. So if you just put that in old Google's, and if you're anywhere within 2 miles to 2,000 miles, screw it. Drop them by. You got nothing else to do. I'm sure COVID made gas cheaper for all of us, right? COVID helped everybody. Got all those COVID payments. Bought a few guns. I'm broke. If you don't mind hitting like, subscribe, help out with the $14 to $16 a month I make off of YouTube, you can actually help buy some beer that I'll consume in probably 45 minutes. Damn good. I like it. It does have that little, almost like a fruity pebble kind of a note. Which, if I remember, I think there was a Leinenkugel beer that had, it might have been the honey wheat that had a fruity pebble note. It's not, actually I think this is less sweet. This has more of a wheat forward note. Less artificial kind of a flavor kind of a thing going on with it. But yeah, the honey on the tail end, super smooth up front. Then you got the fruity pebbles sprinkled in on the end. On the middle there. Damn good. This, like I said, 87 check-ins. Unfortunately, this has only got a 3.72 out of 5. That's cool. That's fine. Everybody has opinions. That's why I read everybody else's opinion, because this is not just about me. I always say this, actually about 90% of the time, I think it's better than what the overall score is. 3.72 is going to translate to right out of 7. 8%. It's really, for being a wheat beer, the mouth dryness is, I'd say, about a 3 on a 1 to 10 scale. It's not super dry, but it's got enough to make you want to have another drink. But you're cool to sit there, you know, for a few minutes. That little dry tongue, it's not going to bother you any. I'll do 9. I think if I don't know. I think if it had more actual honey flavors to it, maybe a little sweeter. I hate to say that I wish a beer was sweeter, but if it's gonna have honey in it, sweeter. I love the wheat note. I especially love how smooth and creamy and how the mouthfeel. That sounds like I'm just like going skiing, if you know what I mean. And I'm not about that life. But no, damn good beer. Damn good beer. Damn, I love the sprinkle of the cereal there. So there you go, 9. Brutally honest with you, but it's kind of hard to be brutally honest when a beer is this good. So nothing bad about it. I welcome the mouth dryness, like I said. So there you go, the Bountiful Harvest from Vortex Alley. We'll be seeing you once again, David. Thank you, appreciate you.